all these things, because I mean the interviews may even go a long way to serve as workshops to guide, grow and mentor some of the people who see us, who see us and look up to us. So first and foremost, these things this all comes with logistics, and there's no single flight that I jump on that is not part of the plan. Like before I got onto my tour, it has already been planned 2 months ahead. Every single stay, every single place, all up onto what you eat, what you don't eat. It's been planned like that. So accommodation, transportation, is all being sorted. It's all a part of So when you see me travel here and there and up and down, it's part of the plan. It's been planned by the organizers. And if you really do want to know, this is not out of it's not my bill to pay. It's not on my it's never my bill to pay. Anything that I would pay.
Your manager, your DJs.
Yes, please. It does involve the crew I work with. Nonetheless, there are certain things that I for my brand's sake I add up to. You know what I mean? Because the levels, but 80% 80 to 90 of everything should be sorted out, except extras that you would want, to make sure that you are comfortable to execute, what you have to do. Besides that, especially flight, accommodation, transportation, per diems. This is where we have reached now. You know what I mean? Every member of my team on the road has to be paid for every little thing, at least for their per diems, that for the road. So especially on these European tours and everything that we do. So it's one place to the other. That's why you find me sleeping one country. For the past 2 weeks, I've been sleeping one country, one day, one country, one night.
I know that, yes, you're working, but does your wife don't complain?
She doesn't complain. She's a huge supporter of my team, long, and then she understands and she even encourages me to do more. And she should understand, because she knows that the last she would want to add up to my hustle, so to say, is complaint. But I also factor that to a very large extent, so that I don't take advantage of the fact that I'm working to also not look at my home, and how I communicate. That's why timing is really, really of a very vital thing to me. Like if I'm either talking to my kids on video, to her on phone, she taking care of everything back at home, and she's also a part of my company anyway. So she plays. We are always in touch. Unfortunately for me, this time she's here with me in the UK. Like she.
Hey, Ayaka.
You know what I mean? So, she will be returning in a few days, and I'll also be hitting the next moves and all. So, this is what it is. I'm busy.
Everything shows. Right. So, you expressed emotions not long ago about a blogger that you got in touch with, and he was telling you about a publicist or something. I was trying to follow the story, but I was also on the road working somewhere, so I couldn't really catch the vibe. What was it about?
Thank you very much for asking. I know that this is the first interview that I'm granting for people to hear my voice and actually to tell my emotions and what I really mean. I pray that nobody twists my words. The bloggers and us, especially myself, I don't have any bad energies with any blogger. We always vibe. So that conversation was one of the vibes that we always vibe. You get what I mean? Because we know that we are all involved. We are all involved in building a mother, right? It didn't come off. Like, because we're all friends. Like from Ronnie, G.A. Kweku, Felix, Monty O's, Twins Zomberg, Swag of Africa, Kobiche. So we are vibing, because to a large extent, that was a sincere summary after the conversation, because sometimes the people really do not understand why. And even us, especially me as an artist, I'm like, so why say the thing negative? Yeah. And that was like something I put out there for us to vibe about. And to be honest, I think it made a lot of sense how things run, and probably not only in Ghana, but I come from Ghana, and I can tell the situation over there. And if there has to be a change, it has to start with myself and us, the country. So that's why I addressed it on that level. I'm like, so that means that if it is a positive thing there, then you must have to employ all the publicists and all that. But to be honest, I believe that all the majority of the news that we see on our blogs and in our news, people don't even know who. However, we don't even find like an example. If somebody, like, I don't want to go too far, somebody like even our brothers like the Davids and the Wizkids, when they make a move, I'm not 100% sure that they have to go through the mill dito to do the PR vibe to get their news out there. You know what I mean? For the things that they are doing, But as for us, I've heard to say, even up onto this level that we have worked to, we would also need to be doing many things. But it was just a conversation. It was never to insult or ridicule any blogger. And I hope that the tweet, that's why I added the emoji, the laughter emoji, so that at least you know that it's with humor. But it makes a lot of sense, so I think people took it on, and which is a thing we have to look at. Because I believe that persons like myself, and I can mention a number of brothers, have worked so hard to this point that at least we can definitely get some, which we have always been getting. Let me not lie. But we also feel like we do get more publicity when when we are facing these headaches. Like for instance, honestly, this year in Ghana, I have been in the news for one of the things that happened that we all know, the highest of it. So this with the experience like that, with an experience like that, I'm learning and seeing a lot of things. That news went as far as Arab into Asia. The Dubai newspapers wrote it. So I'm wondering if I was the one who contacted them by PR or whatever to let them write. We didn't do any of those, but they wrote about it. So at the country level, I'm feeling that, look, we all want to grow. We all want to go further. Everybody has to feed. Definitely, people work for money and all of that. But to grow a country, I believe that nobody pays us to live in Ghana as Ghanaians and even represent as Ghanaians. Even our passports that we hold, we have to pay for before we can represent to be Ghanaians. So the country doesn't pay us if we do anything to say Ghana, Ghana, Ghana. We rather have to, put monies to, like we have to sacrifice for. That's what I'm saying, I'm trying to say. So to represent as a country, there will be sacrifices. So I know that our fellow brothers who are bloggers have power now, and the least they can do is to also shed more light on the positive things that we do, if they can, more than the negative ones. So that is just the.
But I'm looking at the tweets right now. Just had a convo with one blogger. It's interesting to know that if it's positive news, you have to pay, but if it's bad news, they will push it for free. And why didn't you travel with the publicist, Asemu? Now,
exactly.
You said you had a convo with a blogger. Did you ask a blogger to publish something that he requested money for?
Yeah, we're having a conversation like the tweet said. So generally, we're discussing why the why is it that the push doesn't get that strong if it is like a positive move, but then it does get stronger if it's like a negative thing. And that one, you wouldn't even have to consult anybody. You don't even have to put any plans in place. That's why somebody can just pick up a phone and do something really controversial, and the next minute it is on all the important blogs, And you find out that these important blogs you post, listen, the other time, I mean, somebody, like, one of those naked things that was disgusting, a blogger posted it. So I even went into that DM and I want to get there. My friend, like I said, I wanted to write them that, do you know that you have power enough not to post these things and say, what a shame? Because your caption doesn't really matter like what you put on your blog. Because you're promoting the same thing that you feel like is disgusting, that you would go and write a caption under. But after writing, I scrapped it. I'm like, maybe I want to ask you. So this is the same guy that we have a conversation. I don't want to mention his name anyway because he's a good brother of mine. He supports my thing. But we're just having a conversation that I think I'd put out there for us to vibe about, which is also true, bro. Because if it's a positive thing, as much as we want to grow in our industry, seeing all that is going on around, right? To be honest, Nigerians are doing it. They are doing so well, and I'm out here, so I feel it. I feel it more when I travel outside. You know, I feel it more. I feel how lonely we are as Ghanaians. You know, and there are lots of things that we have to do because we all want to see us grow. I'm not trying to bash anybody at all, but we have to address our own issues so that we know how to push. You know, because we are all involved. And the most I can do as Stonebwoy is to get this far, is to be pushing to get this far, trying to get this far. You know what I mean? I know that controversial news would come. We all, like they say, you can't avoid those because it's life anyway. You know, but we don't have to. I say, weed before. That's why you have to buy insecticide and all of that, and you know, fumigate your farm. But you don't intentionally go and buy weed to come and plant in the farm, so that you know. But I mean, intentionally putting negative vibes. They want us on a wakoto weed. I be now say, oh, they say I'm into a draw crime. They say that's what will happen one time. If I fear, you know, because when we focus on the controversy that buzzes us, it doesn't do as well.
Right,
know?
I see. But I want to ask you: do you have a publicist? If yes, who is he or she?
Yes. If I didn't have a publicist, bro, I wouldn't be able to do so many of these interviews that you see me do outside Ghana, inside Ghana, and around Africa, boss. You see what I mean? So
is the publicist a Ghanaian?
I have more than one anyway.
Okay.
So I have more than one who seeks UK and Europe, one who sees America and Caribbean, and Ghana as well. So this conversation is beyond publicists. And to be honest, no promoter will pay publicists to come on tour with you. You get what I'm saying? So if you've ever seen me travel or made a move for somebody to go with me and try to do something, what I want to say is that they have had to put up for it halfway, but majority of it would have come from me as well, which is a sacrifice for us all to keep going. But it shouldn't be like a yardstick where, I mean, people will feel like it's highly compulsory, you know, because at the end of the day, I just have to make people know that it is not highly compulsory that you have to work with your. I know big Jamaican artists and big artists who just come on the road with them and their manager because, I mean, the people can afford stuff. But I tell you what, I'm one of the people who push for a lot of things, even more than these people. And guess what? The platforms that I go on to showcase my art and all around the globe, they are on reggae platforms, big Jamaican platforms. You know what I mean? So we try, but the bedding, like, you know, no promoter, even in Ghana says sometimes when you go do show, you say your rider come and things, they go say, oh, only one room that we get for you. You know that story. You know the thing where but I mean about the point.
Yeah, I know, right? I know very well.
You know, be easy like that.
But you just mentioned that artists you're working with bigger platforms. It looks as if now your focus is on Jamaica. Recently we saw you in a video with Buju Banton, and then there was another with Elephant Man. Now, someone hinted that there's going to be a collaboration with you and Buju Banton. I think Elephant Man stated in the video already, but with Buju Banton, it wasn't emphatic that there's going to be a possible collaboration. However, Mixmaster Gazi wrote something that the voices, the audio you sent, he cannot listen to them, and so you have to resend them, which became apparent that something is going on.
Yes.
So, can you confirm that?
Yes, please. Hopefully, we are working to, feature all these names, because I mean, it's music. These are people that I personally have looked up to, and with the opportunity to work with them, I mean, I feel elated, and Chazi just decided to let some small info out, because we're building the song on which we want to put the man on, you know what I mean? So I think I went to studio around this place, and I sent him the vocals, but I didn't get my part, Jigawa. So that's why he came on there on Instagram to hint that vibe. You know what I'm saying? But to say, I met these people in Europe, so that somebody would not feel like it's in Jamaica that I met them. You know how our listeners, sometimes they get some information. So I have to clarify this fact. Spice and I was on the same show. Buju and I was on the same show. Elephant Man and I was on the same show around Europe. And I have some more shows coming up with more of them on it, like in Europe.
Okay, so with Buju, it means a song is coming out pretty soon.
I pray. I'm doing my part now anyway. That is what Kazi hinted. So hopefully when it's all sealed up, we'll have a song with a big man himself. Hopefully, Whoa. You know me, I say things straight the way it has to be. I don't beat about the bush. It's happening, but it's not done. If it's done, I'll tell you it's done, sealed. But say we all say we go court. You see, I like the question very much. Say if I go talk, I go say I'm like this. From Ghana, will be some people I like the way you use ex-convict, but you see, say this same ex-convict comes from Yankee way. They filled the stadium in his country. He made a record after 8 years, and he went there. Everybody was there, from president to whatever. I feel like the Western people or whatever, they understand some things. And Ghana too, I hope it's gradually will understand some things. You see, and they go a long way to affect people who may have been to jail 1 time or 2 times for whatever reason. I'm about to say, now Ubia Apo, Ubia say, you say. So I say, now I'm a bravo cry. I say more, but and says a concern because we are to say, be a boniniwa inka boniface cry the anyhow. And I can say, Nipa only if people didn't have mistakes, on them, like there wouldn't be cells and prisons and the rest also. So I hope say there and no chair no example I'm saying in many na man who say maybe able to be obi of he hasn't done the thing or but we could more about buy na brown wedding say because they were ex-convict. You see obi a puno on that line. So and no they found ex-convict to cry there say they are also and only any life on only any personal life. So far as I say we are say emphasize sanction being to no so say you can't do what you can't do. I mean I'm out for with jail or more but prison. So he has hit songs on the road. What I say. But did he say if it was in where I come from in Ghana, in any do hosa a bit to me I then Nipakwa in that manner. You know what I mean? So I know who I read here because I won't from so.
Right. Right. I know that your case involving the VGMA fracas is still in court, and you've been on the road. Now, what are you doing to erase that mentality? I know that it's going to be a very difficult task. However, how are you trying to eradicate it or wipe it off the minds of your admirers?
why purpose specifically the event that happened?
The event that happened. Yes. I mean the brandishing of the gun.
No. So, I mean, sorry to me, Pastor Chow. I didn't brandish any gun. I've never spoken about that issue, never, ever. And I think it's in court and whatever. So I can't accept that I brandish a gun. That media can use English words that they want to. But if you check brandishing of a gun in dictionary, and as I speak from the horse's own mouth, brandishing is raising, lifting up a gun, showing a gun, and and I've never said a word, and I know this is going to go into the news. That's why I've kept me, because the matter is being dealt with nicely. Yet, though, that is not the biggest issue in Ghana when it comes to court and I say Asemwa, ACI, Ghana, Asemwa, the Mudu. Masame is one of the issues they see, but there are so many other issues that government have to actually need time to pay attention to, and the media also have to pay attention to work on. The ACN is rather unfortunate. At the end of the day, I encourage as a nation, as an entertainment industry, because so many things were wrong. We were wrong. I say, baby, but what happened? Baby, sometimes they say, and we are all involved. Look at how peaceful the arena is now. Samini is jamming to Shatter song. We all see each other as brothers now, irrespective of the differences that we may have in our homes. So I will beg Ghanaians to see that as a point where we are Christian, Ghana for the SSAC, NAC. Jesus baby woman no or kron but to be moved to your body. Into Sebio say me move me say me kron anum the AC no mon fan say I had to be in there because Sebio Shatan Amunim say on the evil and I'm papa, but it takes good and evil to get to where we are now.
How was Afro Nation anyway?
Big. Afro Nation is too big. I don't na me say Ghana for the Wahini Iradi Hoa. Just say from organizers to wine. You see, say yen down for na no must say it. Yeah. I don't to me influence conversations like the mini blogger near there. I'm a better off what I wrote what I say, because you realize Ghanaians we the potential just say we are out there, but we are not out there. When I see the other time when my brother got featured, the Budweiser moves, and I'm also moving in a different space, people moving, those things make me very, very happy, because, and that's why I would wish that those ones will be louder than the Yawano, because Afro Nation top, that's the first time, that's the first edition, and I'm the Ghanaian, one of the top Ghanaian artists, me and Kim Promise, and then composers who was the band. So these were the Ghanaian people. There may be other Ghanaians behind the scene in production, but the forefront, as in headliners, we were part of the lineup. But to be honest, we were not headliners. They brought their own people to headline the dates. Davido headline one day, Burner headline my day. I played after Buju played. So you can even imagine, Buju played, I played, and then Burner Boy played later. Into no matter what, they have an agenda to put themselves first. But it's not a competition that is an A1. This is the thing that I might want to say, you better relate it, at least on our national levels, when it gets up, spread the apple. So Ghana for your Juma, that's what I feel. That's what I know. We have to sing our praises the more than our faults, because so many people are doing great things. So aside the entertainment and sports side, there are so many people who are making moves, and I feel like it is not being. We all have a role to play, so we have to loud it up more. That's all I'm saying, with the power that the media and the bloggers have. You see.
Stone Boy. Indeed, you are a tough seed. Thank you very much for talking to us this morning. Yes.
Thank you very much.
I can't wait for you to come back so we can have an extensive interview. I wish you all the very best, man. That's right.
But right now, I want to use the opportunity to big ups to all of my fans, who have been in support, all of my people. I want to take this opportunity as the first time to also, make them know that hopefully, yes, we're dropping an album in 2020. We're opening the Beam merch, by beam.com, and you can get everything Beam. We're going to take it levels. We're going to do things, and all I pray for is life and their support. You know what I mean? So big up to D Nation for the support, the DJs, and the Dusty yourself, Hagler, IB, the whole crew. I appreciate every little effort that you guys put in supporting our thing. Okay, Kumante. Let me break this. Jano, later when I come back. Yeah, so
say it.
No, it's cool. So big ups to Keku Mante and the creative. Big ups to Don Chega right now. Say as peace coming, Don Chega says India was. Big ups to Don Chega. Big ups to everybody involved. It's if I'm a Chogana Pono Yama. It's Yambozi ho, Herman in the white from everybody. Yamin Kwa at your big ups to everybody. Thank you very much.
Appreciate. Charlie, I beg you, take good care of yourself, man, and we wish you a safe flight back home.
Thank you very much.